Welcome back to another episode of the Ratchet Ramblers podcast brought to you by the CSPN. I am one third of your host, Jeremy, aka Black Dante on Twitter, aka I wake up on Beijing time and I'm on the cusp of always being late at work still, aka stop being weird on the internet. And I am joined by my friend and my co-host.
It is your girl, London's mom, aka Intense Desire, aka I left the air on, aka is y'all bitches really leaving y'all kids in the car to go get some Chipotle? AKA might leave London in the car for some queso from Qdoba. Uh, AKA Judge and Mama Don't Judge Me. And we are joined by our third member who comes and checks in with us monthly. I will let him introduce himself.
What's up? What's up? It's Curtis, aka Trilificent, aka Coonloaf, aka who in the fuck cooks macaroni and cheese in a goddamn slow cooker, aka don't be alive or breathe near me while I'm at work. I don't get paid to socialize. And I'm here. It's the best part of the show. No offense to the regular hosts or whatever, but I know y'all only come back every month for my appearance. So I was here. I'm here.
Shady Boots, already Shady Boots.
Is it shade or is it truth?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's
Was
both. It's both.
was
It's definitely
Absolutely.
both.
snatch
Yep.
me by
Absolutely.
my do rag strings, then God damn it.
Yes.
Uh,
But thank
now
you.
I'm ready to chop it up. I'm ready to chop it up.
Yes. But let me pay the bills right quick. You are listening to a CSPN production. You can go to our website, cspn.us. You can click that podcast tab and listen to all of our episodes thus far under the Ratchet Rambling page. And if you like all of this ratchet shit that we have been talking about for going on 21 episodes, you can go to that Keep Our Podcast free tab on our website, shop with all of our sponsors. Our boss man, Classic, he has really stepped up his game this year. This nigga got us for sponsors from every goddamn well. And and if you shop with our sponsors, all it does is give him a little portion of the brick to keep the lights on and keep all of our shows free. So you won't have to pay to listen to me sound like a plate of chitlins because I wouldn't pay for that shit and nowhere in hell would I pay to listen to me talk. I mean, have you heard me talk? Like, what is? Why would you pay for that? Um,
Oh, yes. Oh,
Go ahead.
one of the sponsors, one of the new sponsors, because I was looking and it's Blue Apron, and I love Blue Apron. I use Blue Apron every so often because I am uh, kind of a lazy motherfucker, and
It's fine. You're
and
doing amazing, friend.
and between work and London and Mike and all of that, sometimes just grocery shopping and cutting shit up and food prepping. But Blue Apron delivers the shit in a box, cold, portion control. It comes with seasoning. So I know you if you scared to order through Blue Apron, don't worry, it comes with seasoning.
Right. We
And
ain't gonna have you out here. We ain't gonna have you out here like white folks.
well, we're not gonna have you out here with your chicken and shit. So yeah, that's one of our sponsors. So give it a try. I like Blue Apron. I'm probably gonna order something since it's one of our sponsors now. Yep.
Mhm.
That is correct. And
That's
if
cool.
you fuck with this podcast specifically, you can share the links on social media. You can leave us reviews, however you listen to your podcast through your podcast listening device. Um, One of the biggest platforms is iTunes. Help us get on these charts, help us grow. And I actually have a new review to read, and I got to tell you something. Uh, Pastor and co-pastor not pleased. Y'all been slipping. It's been a minute since I read a new review. What's going on? Y'all don't what we been getting y'all this theater and y'all ain't putting five on it. Like what is going on, y'all? What's happening? Y'all don't love us no more? It's fine. It's cool. It be your own niggas. Be your own niggas. But but I do have a review. Um and this is The title of the review is 5 stars. It's on iTunes, and the title of the review is "White Diamonds Are Forever."
Throwback.
Yes. Shout out to Candace's mama. Um, but the review is from ND 1920, and it goes, "Hey Booze, I've been listening since day one, and if you're looking for a podcast that will provide you with a weekly recap of your fave ratchet shows, then you are in the right place. I look forward to this. I look forward to this show weekly, and especially London's sweet little voice. Don't we all? Y'all tell everyone about the greatness of Ratchet Ramblings, and every now and then you'll hear a Game of Thrones reference to keep us afloat. You're doing amazing, sweeties, and keep up the good work. Love, recognized taste from Twitter, smiley face."
That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's up. And I wanted to say that shout out to y'all. Y'all, what'd you say? This 21 episodes deep?
Yes.
Like, shout out to y'all, because as quote unquote saturated as the podcast market is, it's a lot of podcasts that don't make it that far. So shout out to y'all and appreciate y'all for letting me be a part of it. I know like I said, I bogarted my way on, but that's
It's
what
fine.
real niggas do.
It's fine.
So
your family.
It is what it is.
It's fine. Your family. You're doing amazing, friend.
Sometimes you just gotta debo your way into some shit and make everybody love it. That's what it is.
Right. I mean, and the thing about it is, like, the times that I've been on the show, like, we've had a good fucking time. Like, those episodes are dope. So I will toot myself, my own horn, and pat myself on the back.
Correct.
Because we does that.
When we were on the Gay Side Stories, we had a good time. When we did an episode of Crown and Collards, we had a good time. We always have a good time whenever we podcast together. So that's why I'm always down for you coming by monthly, especially to discuss ratchet bullshit.
Yeah. This is a good outlet because my show is completely different. It's a completely different format. So to be able to get on here and talk cash shit and crack jokes and laugh.
And it's kind of an outlet for me too, because on Crown and College, we it's kind of
just a different format,
different format, more serious show. We cover a lot more pop culture, and also like serious stuff, political stuff on Crown and College. But even when we had the excuse me, the Ratchet recap shows on there, that was kind of an outlet for me and Candace when she would guest on there to kind of deviate just a little bit. And even then, sometimes on certain episodes we touched on some serious stuff, and then it branched out to this. And it's thanks to y'all, the fans. Like, it was people that fucked with on Crown and Collars, and me and Candace, and and Curtis, and like we got something good over here, and it's good to give CSPN some diversity. So if you we got political shows on CSPN, we got nerd shit, we got some everything. But if you really just want some motherfuckers to talk cash shit about your favorite reality TV shows, look no further. Like, that's what why we here.
It us.
It us. Hey, it us. Why we here.
Speaking of, let's get into some shit.
That is correct. Where do y'all want to start?
I think we should start with Love and Hip Hop, because I think that was the weakest offering, but that's just my opinion.
I agree. I third that emotion.
Okay, so first and foremost, Mariah Lynn, bitch, are you okay? Like, nope. Are you well?
Not okay.
No, she's
because
not.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you showing Remy Ma your titties? Like, nothing about Remy Ma says, I want to see some chicken cutlets tonight. Like, she came to help you out with your bullshit, and even agreed to jump on a song with you, which I was like, Remy, are you sure, sis?
Right.
Everybody got to do some philanthropy.
Right.
That's a outreach program if I've ever seen one.
You know what Mariah Lynn titties remind me of? You ever seen when somebody leaves some top ramen in the bowl and it dry out?
Candace.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Wow. Respect my agency.
Mariah Lynn, her titties. her titties remind me of like Nintendo DS cartridges. It's just like
it's like somebody melted 2 Wii remotes.
Yeah. I mean, but you know, I guess they getting sucked on or whatever. So
like, I thought Remy was getting ready to shoot her because you know Remy stay strapped. So,
right.
I thought she was getting ready to shoot her.
Be like, you ain't got to worry about no surgery because Remy about to stab your ass.
If ever it was a time to catch an assault charge, it was for seeing some sad ass titties.
Right.
I know, right?
But that whole thing was just dumb because she's like, Remy's telling her, like, girl, you don't need you white. Like, change your, like, Remy. So the interesting thing about this scene, Remy, I feel like had good advice from Mariah Lynn. She was like, you don't need to be this little ghetto Bratz doll that you trying to be. Like, take your ass to the store, take that shit out your head, take them clothes off because you can't even fill them out right. And basically, Remy was like, transform yourself into Trinity from the Matrix, bitch, and slay. And I'm like, if Mariah Lynn did that and embraced, like, you are white, sis. That's why you not popping. Because the shit is not authentic. You white. You can't pull that off. You can't pull that hair off. You can't pull none of that off. And Remy is telling you, you got talent, which
questionable.
You know, I feel like Remy, she hadn't had her Wheaties that day.
I feel like she was being too goddamn nice.
She was being
at
nice.
That point.
Yeah, she was being very, very nice. But she was being, you know, I get it.
She was trying not to violate her parole. That's what it was.
That too. And it's like, okay, you got Remy Ma giving you the recipe, and you like, no, I'm gonna go get some titties anyway. Girl, what?
Yo, it's like Mariah Lynn got called ugly about some Twitter niggas and then went to go get surgery.
And I'm going to the best. I'm going to Dr. Miami. We don't give a fuck, bitch. Dr. Miami don't work on faces, do we? That's what you know what? We don't need to do that.
You are doing amazing, Curtis.
Because we don't need to go down that rabbit hole with that rabbit.
Right, because that is a rabbit if you ever seen one.
Because that's a happy Easter looking ass bitch if I've ever seen one. But you know,
yeah,
get in how you fit in, I guess.
Yeah, good luck. Like what you always say, good luck, everybody.
Good the hell luck, everybody. I don't know. Speaking of good luck, apparently Papoose is making music, and I'm trying to figure out why he hates us.
I would like to know who asked Papoose to get back in the studio. I thought
I also would like to know why Papoose head so small.
Well, I mean, when you wear fitteds to shower, I mean, like when you wear fitteds for everything, I mean.
But he legit looked like that turtle meme, that, you know, that turtle that looked real just strung out and like, help me please.
I know what mean you.
He looked just like that turtle meme, like, why your head so damn small? You know what I'm talking about, that crying turtle.
Yes.
I like Papoose as a person. I don't want to.
Yeah, he's cool as a person and as a husband.
I don't want to hear music from him ever.
Right.
Listen, ever. I don't want to hear music from Papoose.
We don't want that.
Hashtag Papoose.
We don't need that.
Hashtag go look for the fertility doctor and leave that music shit alone.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag stop washing your fitteds in the dishwasher. Okay, y'all gonna get quiet as fuck.
London pretty much still there for us this year.
And now, why London screamed like, ooh.
She was like, spicy.
Caliente.
Yeah.
Speaking of caliente, then when at the end, when because Candace just mentioned it, when Remy and Pap started arguing, I could kind of see both sides, but at the same time, it's like you can't sit there and be like, you're not serious about this if you had one job and you didn't even do that. Like, how you come to the argument with no fucking receipts?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Remy did have receipts.
Remy was like, I'm here. I'm asking you, nigga. And you gonna tell me I'm not serious about it? Now he, depending on how you look at it and how you feel about the situation, he had a little bit of a point. I get it. But at the same time, Remy just got home like what 3 years ago. You can't expect her to just lay down and be like, okay, I'm not doing nothing but concentrating on having a baby. Like
typical straight man. When he don't do what the fuck he's supposed to do, that nigga gonna try to deflect.
Oh, he did that. He definitely had his shields up. He was deflecting like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's like, well, we both know which one of us want this baby. And she was like, it must not be you because you still ain't found no fucking doctor.
Pretty much. I'm like, I mean, forgive me for quote unquote always taking the woman's side, but it's like, nigga, you ain't the one that got to push a baby out of them. So I'm like,
right. And the fact that she's even willing to have this conversation, to do this with everything that she got going on, like she trying to launch her career, relaunch, restart, jumpstart, whatever you want to call it.
You really trying to reach her bad bitch status?
She trying to do whatever it takes. Because you got anyone in that position, anyone in the music industry, in the entertainment industry, but especially someone in Remy's situation, you got to capitalize when you can. Yeah. Like,
because we know the music industry is fickle
as fuck. And it ain't been easy for Remy. Shit, she came out, she did a whole album with Fat Joe, and that shit went double garbage liner. And she did the song with Lil Kim, and I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, I've heard it, and so anyway, yeah, I was with Remy on that. It was like, if he had found the doctor and she had missed appointments and stuff like that, I could see him charging her up about it. But she's like, nigga, I've been doing all of my stuff. I've been waiting for you to come to me and be like, okay, you got to go get blood drawn. We got to go meet with this doctor. She like, you ain't been doing shit and you mad at me. So what's really good?
Yeah, she did. She did, as the young kids say, have the receipts.
Oh, yeah. She definitely put out a CVS receipt on that ass.
Yeah.
And that's the receipts of all receipts.
I know, right? Well, CVS receipts be long as shit.
With a whole bunch of bullshit on them. Nothing good on that. Be like, bitch, what the fuck? Anyway.
Right.
Long as Anais face.
That is an excellent segue, my friend, because I was about to get to that. See, friend, Candace, we are doing amazing.
I am a terrible person. You know what? God love me.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna let Jeremy go, and then I have
I was telling y'all earlier, I finally figured out what Annalise looks like, and I feel like maybe somebody said this and I saw it and I forgot. But anyway, go ahead, Jeremy. So Anais spilled the tea of not Navarro, Ashley, her sister, who Navarro is her manager or supposed to be manager.
Well, it's the company, like his company, manages her sister.
Okay, that's what it was. I knew it was something like that. Thank you, Curtis.
Yeah.
And so Ashley's sister, I think first of all, I will say this. Her sister, I think her name is Alicia or something to that effect.
Something with an A. That's
her and goddamn Ashley are about as thick as Southern racism. That's number one. Number two, she went to Navarro like, look, you got to fire my sister, your wife. Like, she was like, this you got to let this bitch go. And Anais was like, well, since the elephant is in the room, I guess.
Hey, I fucking hate you for imitating the accent.
I did my best impression. And she was like, well, nobody's else going to talk about it. Let's talk about Ashley, darling. Your sister wants your husband to fire you. Go ahead, Curtis. I said sure. Go ahead.
Oh, that wasn't even the part. I'm going to save it for when we get to Anais and Rich Dollars. But yeah, that whole situation was like fucked up. But then at the same time, it's one of those situations where it's like, you're not really sure how to handle it, because if I don't want my sister managing my shit no more, because I feel like she ain't doing shit, how do I go to my sister and be like, you a trash bitch and you fired?
Yeah, and Ashley was like, look, so okay, so that's how it is. Ashley was like, so you couldn't come to me, and I'm supposed to be your sister, and we could talk about this like adults. You go behind my back. So she was like, fuck you, and fuck you, and just walked off.
Well, the other part of that is Navarro was tongue-tied because Ashley's sister gave that nigga an ultimatum and a deadline and was like, this needs to be done by this time or I'm going upside your head. And so when she pulled up and the first thing out of her mouth was, is it done?
Did you fire her yet? Is the bitch gone?
And then when Anais spilled the beans, Navarro's over there, that's not what she meant. And her sister was like, that's exactly what I meant. I told you to fire her. I was like, you just gonna talk about your sister like the bitch ain't standing right here? The
right.
Standing here thick as cold ass prison grits. And you just talking about her like she not even here. Like, damn.
Did you see Ashley do? Did you see her do the blinking white man face? Because soon as she said it, she was like, soon as Alicia said, like, yeah, I told her to fire you, and she was like, excuse you,
right? That shit.
She was like, oh, so y'all want to hit people with garbage cans, huh?
Right. But the real fucked up part of that to me was, and I'm not even caping for Navarro, but if I'm having a building dedicated to me, we absolutely not talking about this bullshit on the street when I have a whole event for, like, this is about me. We can talk about this later.
A whole ass event.
I have a whole ass event. I got all these people, random strangers coming up on the street and shit, and y'all
out here
making me look bad. Like I can't handle my business because my artists are out here fighting with my girlfriend / business partner. So that was trash to me.
Like, all y'all out here wilding.
And it actually didn't have she didn't have no defense, which makes me feel like she really don't do shit, because even when her and Navarro had that talk, she didn't even have no defense. She just walked away and started crying because Navarro was like, I mean, I'll be calling you at like 1 o'clock and it sounds like you just not getting up. And she was like, well, I don't have the same energy as you to be going all over the place. And it was like, bitch, she was like, I work from home. And he was like, yeah, you work from home, so you shouldn't just be getting up at no 1 o'clock. Like, are you stupid?
Right. It's like she didn't want to take no account. It was weird. It was like the way they probably ain't lying about Ashley, but the way they handled it was weird.
Oh yeah, the way they handled it was absolute garbage.
Yeah.
But it sounds like sister girl ain't been handling her business, because like I just don't see your sister, who y'all was just united over Anais acting stupid, coming back 2 episodes later and being like, get this bitch the fuck on from my career. And it didn't even approach her sister like, look, this is just business. We still sisters. Like, we got the same hairstyle, bitch. We in this.
Listen, first off, if you gonna work with family, you gotta understand the 22. So you gotta be prepared to fire that same family that you hired.
Right.
I think I could leave my sister's boyfriend to fire her. Like, not only are you being a coward, you done threw her goddamn relationship in the blender too. Like, goddamn, bitch. Like, I'm gonna want some pussy tonight, and you gonna like my in-house pussy. Your sister. She gonna still be your sister. She might break up with me, bitch. What are you doing?
You fucking up the church money. Like, why you so loud?
You playing games. Your sister got the fire neck too. Like, seriously.
She don't tuck me from the back. I ain't never had no shit like that.
Like, in the words of the great Twitter pick-me's, your sister be rolling my blunts and getting on her knees while I play 2K. What is you doing?
Handing me the controller as soon as I walk in the door.
As soon as I walk in the door. Like,
Candace, I can't
And
stand
you
it.
sitting up here playing these bald-headed ass.
you sitting playing these bald-headed games. You selfish. You know that?
And then not only that, so after the conversation, she walk off like, you need to fix this, and until you do, I'm not working with you. And it's like, this is a mess that you made. What you mean I gotta fix it? Not to mention this your sister.
Right.
Like you dumped this mess on me and then give me another ultimatum. I need to fix it. I was
this your blood.
I can't tell because shit.
I know, right?
That bitch got ice in her. That bitch got Sonic ice floating through her veins the way she was acting.
The shit went like I do get it. Like my money, if I hire you to do a job, my money is greater than your personal problems. And that's just what it is when it comes to the job that I hire you to do. But Jesus Christ, at least if you my boss, fire me then. Shit.
Right.
Right. Like you was being a real whole ass coward about that shit.
Right.
Correct.
Don't play with me. But so I think no, Curtis.
I'm so goddamn sick of Anais and Rich already.
Yeah. That shit is
first of all, Anais look like Rich in drag to me. So like Rich dating himself is like creeping me out also. Like even the tone of their voice sounds
I was gonna say they
me.
Speak similarly to me.
Oh my God, Curtis. They sound fucking similar. Like he remind me Anais remind me of like if Rich was an extra in Tu Wong Fu or some shit. Like remember when Wesley Snipes tried to sound like a woman, but you knew it was Wesley Snipes? Like, even if you didn't see him, you would know it was Wesley Snipes. That's how I feel about Anais. Like, her voice sound like Rich to me.
So, I feel like someone said this before, but I can't remember. And it dawned on me when I was looking at, let me rephrase. It dawned on me when I was trying to look at the scene with Anais and Rich Dollaz in the car, and they were like kissing, and I was like, "This, let me go get some Pepto, cause yuck." Right. But Anais looks just like handsome Squidward with a wig.
You know what?
Hey,
I can't find a lie.
Valid.
She looks I don't know if it's just me. She looks exactly like handsome Squidward to me. I'm like, every time she starts talking, all I hear is meh, 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 meh. I'm like, damn, that's an unfortunate face. Woo. Yeah, but she putting herself in a messy situation for no damn reason. And good luck, sis.
Yo,
with Rich Dollaz. And so me and Side Eye Special, we were talking about that on Twitter because Rich Dollaz looks, I don't get it. Like he definitely has a head. Like, you know, when Halloween season come and they have those cookies that are shaped like pumpkins. Tell them, London.
Curtis.
London said that's right.
Them nasty sugar cookies with the thick frosting.
Yeah, you know them nasty ass cookies that they shape like pumpkins, and when you bake them, they come out looking crazy.
Yeah,
that's what Rich Dollaz looks like to me. So I don't get it why these ladies are so pressed to fuck him or whatever the case may be.
He looked like mucus. He looked like what come out after you trying to get over a cold, like the tail end of a cold when you like.
Phlegm. He looked like phlegm.
That's Rich.
He looked like
he looked like, we're gonna call him Phlegm Dollaz.
You know what?
He looks like Speedy Gonzalez, like when he had like a uncle or a grandpa mouse. That's what he looked like the older mouse, like Tom and Jerry. Whenever his uncle,
the one that was singing Crown Bone.
You be knowing, you know, that's what he looked like.
Diabetes Gonzalez. Type 2 Gonzalez. Insulin Gonzalez.
Oh God, Sugar Gonzalez. Dialysis Gonzalez. Goddamn.
Big Mama Gonzalez. He gonna have a big mama foot. Gangrene Gonzalez.
Oh man.
But that was it. I was like, that's an ugly couple, but good luck, everybody. I don't get that shit at all. And Rich Dollaz was trash for not telling DJ not DJ Self, what's his name? Navarro. Like, nigga, you so dead, you fucking coward. Like, just tell the nigga you
first of all,
client. It's not that big of a deal.
First of all, when Rich Dollaz, I mean, not when DJ Self is looking at you like you wilding, that should let you know.
When a nigga that look like a burnt pig in a blanket looking at you crazy, that's how you know you need to reevaluate.
Right.
DJ Self look like a scab.
Accurate.
Yep.
DJ Self look like a turtle in the damn water. His damn self.
Yo, yeah, DJ Self look.
His head looks like the turtle van. You remember that old turtle van toy? His head looks like that.
Yes, like I said, Franklin the Turtle. She turned up. He do look like Franklin the Turtle.
There you go. London, like I was looking at him on TV.
He turned to the side, and I got that profile view of his head, and I was like, "This nigga head look like that old turtle van toy I used to have. Turtles on the motherfucking half shell."
Yep.
Nigga look like Leonardo.
No, I like Leonardo. That is absolutely a fact. He definitely looked like old chicken wings and meatloaf.
I think that's it for Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop been dry, but this
because that whole thing with Sophia the Body was stupid.
Yeah,
and her fucking with James is stupid.
Elaine, like I said last week, Elaine deserves Elaine.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
She dead ass don't see nothing wrong with what the fuck she did.
Nothing. And then they deleted the scene, I guess, from when it came on the show. I mean, on TV with her manager. Her manager got her ass smooth together.
Oh, really?
I don't know if y'all saw that scene. She met up with her manager in the bar, and she had the dog with her, and she was telling. And first of all, he was pissed because he was like, "Bitch, I haven't spoken to you in 2 weeks. What the fuck wrong with you?"
Oop.
And she was like, "Well, I did that video," and he was like, "Why are you doing videos?"
Oops.
And then she told him about. So she told him about all of that. Told him about the drama with whatever that dude that kicked out. And
Jacquees.
Yeah.
And her manager was like, basically, in so many words, he was like, "Bitch, do you want dick or do you want a career?
Check.
Because you can't do both."
I'm trying to figure it out. Cause you doing videos for free and shit, bitch. You sound stupid. Like how you claiming you an industry vet? How you claiming you ain't new to this, you true to this, and you doing videos for free for niggas who ain't even on? You ain't doing the
and
video.
Getting chin checked by Mariah Lynn and shit.
You ain't doing video for the Migos. You ain't doing no you for James. Ain't nobody heard of R.
But
the nigga that you was with and living with, her songs that's been on the radio than James R.
Producing.
James R look like a pimple that need to be popped.
I mean, he acts like it, so yes. Because James R is not bad looking, but the way he act, it make him look like a rash. So
right, he is a whole ass lame. How you managed to out lame Cisco?
Listen,
and Cisco
that's a hard feat.
Listen, because Cisco Sophia looking ass. But yeah, I don't have nothing else for Love and Hip Hop because I feel like I fell asleep on part of it, to be quite honest. So
I mean, hey.
It was boring.
It was dry.
It was
champagne turkey dry.
Yep.
All right, what's next? My suggestion would be Real Housewives.
Yep.
Yes, let's talk about it.
We definitely could run with your order. Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm trying to go from least or most dry to like most moist.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Actually, not. I don't like the word moist. So
You trying to go from meh to theater?
that
Yeah.
there you go. So yeah, I would say Real Housewives. So that starting off, Nene was turned the fuck up. I mean, that wig is terrible because she definitely looked like a Lego housewife.
Trash,
But
absolute trash. But
The
yes,
more money Nene has gotten, the worse her wigs have gotten.
the worse her everything has gotten. Have you seen that face? That nose?
She looks really bad to me. Like the
Her nose
only
looked like a bottle of Aquafina. Like
like it's really disappointing.
it is because I feel like she had the nose that fit her like 2 surgeries ago.
I feel like I agree. I feel like 2 surgeries ago and 2 seasons ago, Nene was good all around.
She was
Even
like the
even
best that she was probably gonna look.
even her body was good. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
This
she
oh
I feel like she just looks
so
really weird now.
she looks weird. So I don't know what they call it, but that's that shot whenever they go to commercial when they all in black and they hold their peach out.
Yeah.
That dress that Nene has on, I'm just like that doesn't. It's not flattering. Like Nene looked like she's shaped like a double quarter pounder in that dress.
Nene has gained some weight and she don't want to dress the body she currently has.
Right. Like Spanx can only do so much.
Yes.
So, but I was here for that because let me tell y'all, I'm sick of Portia and her fake crying and her fake tears.
let's talk about it.
I'm
Please.
so fucking tired of Portia. Portia spent the whole fucking episode crying. Bitch ought to be dehydrated. All that fake crying she was doing.
Listen, I'm going to say this, and it may be shady boots, but this is my podcast, and I can say what I want, and can't nobody whip my ass. As the internet loves to say when they say some stupid shit, but don't want to be checked on it. So I figured why not. But Portia is a lot of people, especially in recent months on social media and Black Twitter. Portia is exactly what a lot of people on Twitter are. Is perpetually the victim, and it's never their fault.
Oh, you talking real spicy. Candace, you see him?
Oh, yeah, he ain't playing tonight.
And I regret
oh,
nothing.
Oh, you came to check chins and wigs.
Okay.
Listen, can't nobody come from my do-rag. It's strung tightly together.
You always better govern your wigs accordingly tonight.
Listen, hey, but Portia is a lot of people on Twitter, and I just say that because, listen, we have said it many a time. Nene is a lot, and she is off the wrong on a lot of shit. She is not wrong about Portia because, as we talked about last week, Portia knew that what Phaedra told her was a lie because you went from trying to have a threesome with Kandi and Todd, and they turned you down. So you knew that they weren't trying to do nothing involving with you because they turned you down for a threesome. So you knew that Phaedra was on some bullshit, and you went along with it and was complicit in spreading a rumor that you knew not to be true. Again, sounds a lot like Twitter. So you are not a victim. You are complicit in someone's lies and deceit and deception and hurt. Again, a lot like Twitter. And you not a victim in this shit. And the fact that everybody other than it would take somebody that don't give a fuck and loud and often wrong, but not wrong in this situation, like Nene, to stop acting like the elephant in the room and acting like shit is all sweet when Portia full of shit. And the fact that they keep bringing Portia around Kandi, I mean, yeah, when Portia was instrumental in spreading a damning and untrue false claim when this is not the time in the climate that we are in for people to be making up false stories and shit. Portia trash for that shit, and everybody keep trying to act like shit sweet except Nene and Kandi and Kenya. And Kenya be off her rocker too, but she didn't tell no one goddamn lie about Portia.
No, the thing about it is Portia want to act like Portia. It reminds me of like when there's a tragedy that happens to an often family of color, and everybody is rushing them to forgive before they even have a chance to grieve and shit. I feel like it's the same thing. Like they trying to force Candy to talk to Portia, and Portia's trying to force her to talk to her and hurry up and get over and hurry up and forgive. And it's like, this shit just happened. Number one. Number two, y'all should know from Candy's personality, from being on the show for however long, and how she's been acting. This is not no shit that you just let go. This is some shit that has been done, and that's it. Like, this is nothing to forgive. It ain't no take backsies. It ain't no, okay, I'm over it, let's talk it out. Like, this is something that you did, and you're gonna live with the shit, because I don't fuck with you. I'm not ever gonna fuck with you. And Candy said that. I'm never gonna fuck with you. I'm never gonna be cool with you.
Candy barely forgave the bitches that she made hit records with. And y'all expecting her to forgive a bitch that she been on TV for what, 6-7 years with? Child.
That accused her of being a rapist,
child,
a potential rapist, or whatever you want to call it.
When she knew it was absolute and utter bullshit and false, man, look, yeah, man, if I was Candy, I'd be like, man, fuck y'all.
And you was,
I would have to tell Portia, I can't forget you till you let me sleep you one time, bitch. I got to punch your lights out.
Child, you better than me.
Get past this.
Because I'd have been like, for every time that you told that lie, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and then we can talk about forgiveness.
Exactly.
Because I'm tired of playing with you, bitch, and you trying to speak like, bitch, don't speak to me. Why do you keep trying to speak to me? It is painfully obvious. I don't want to communicate with you.
Right.
Bitch, I ignore you every time.
Every time. And I think it's one of those things where it's everybody else making it a bigger deal than it needs to be. Because as someone who, admittedly, I go into situations sometimes with people that I don't like, but I'm not one to cause a ruckus in mixed company. But there's nothing wrong with, if two people don't fuck with each other, they can be in the same space and not acknowledge each other and not speak, and it not be a big deal. It's not being immature. So the fact that y'all keep, it's so uncomfortable. It's only uncomfortable because y'all making it uncomfortable. If you make it more uncomfortable by trying to force Candy to deal with this lying ass bitch.
Correct.
Because it is perfectly like you cannot tell me that it was impossible to keep Candy and goddamn Portia separated when they was on that goddamn train. You can't tell me that it was impossible.
Right, they did that shit on purpose, and Candy better than me, because I'd have flipped the table.
Even before they got to that part, when they had the little wedding for Kenya, which
that shit was weird as fuck.
But even then, like when Portia came up to her and apologized, and like Candy, like first of all, Candy didn't even hide the discomfort and the disgust on her face, and then like that,
why should she
walked off? When she walked off, listen,
and Candy rolled them eyes from here to Beijing.
Yeah.
Candy was on Beijing time with that eye roll.
She was.
You bitches can't even spell Beijing.
Come on, London, with the ad libs.
I had checks to cash. We got checks to cash.
That's the real thing. So that was it with the. I didn't have anything else on. Like, I'm just.
I just want to drag Cynthia real quick before we get up out of here. Bitch, you are fucking 50 years old with no opinion of your own. I'm really fucking tired, Cynthia Bailey.
Because Cynthia flip-flopped real quick on that shit with Kenya. Kenya. Yo, what's the lady name?
Kenya.
There you go. Sorry.
Cynthia, your menopause has more guts than you do. Like, you literally ran out of a room crying because these bitches shaded Kenya, who is one of the shadiest bitches of all time, on the Atlanta series. I don't want you guys asking me about Kenya. I respect her decision. No, bitch, you don't. That bitch just bullied you into respecting her decision.
Right.
Like, how is this bitch always getting bullied? Like,
She, you know, she has one of those personalities where she wants to keep the peace at all costs. And she let them get to her because that shit didn't have anything to do with you not wanting to hear them talk shit about Kenya. What you didn't want, and they talked about it a little bit, or at least Nene bullied her into accepting that truth, is that you feel some kind of way because you know that there's validity in what Marlo and them are saying, and you know you hurt that that's supposed to be your best friend, and you haven't met her husband, didn't know she was getting married, X, Y, and Z.
Didn't know
Anybody would be
anything.
upset if
Didn't
they
know
best friend
anything.
had a
Like,
whole fucking husband out of nowhere and they haven't even met the nigga.
haven't even met the nigga. Before motherfuckers
Not
knew,
even on FaceTime. Like, bitch, it's 2017. Can I at least FaceTime the motherfucker?
before motherfuckers knew who I was dating publicly, y'all knew what the fuck was going on in my personal life. Y'all was the first ones to know I was fucking pregnant. Wasn't no fucking secret amongst my friends. Like, so the fact that this woman went and had a whole wedding, she didn't just elope with her and the dude and like one other person or some shit. She had a wedding. She opted not to invite Cynthia or Candy. That is not friendship to me. Don't tell me about no elope shit. That wasn't no elope. Bitch, you had a destination wedding and did not invite people you claim to be friends with. And Cynthia, oh, raggedy, scary ass, too scared to say, you know what, bitch, I got a problem with this hoe. I do. I don't know.
Like, what's real?
You
What's real
moving
tea?
funny.
Real funny.
Bitch. Because when you and Nene was on the outs, bitch, you was ringing my line 24/7 to build an alliance. But now I can't come to your funky ass wedding to your fly by night husband. Oh baby, fuck no, fuck you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the other thing, Cynthia, I would say about Cynthia, that scene where they was talking about Kenya, was it her uncle that passed?
Her grandma?
Yeah, her grandma.
Okay, it was her grandmama. And Portia ass got up and went back to the other side of the car. I mean, yeah, the other side of the train, the car, whatever, and started crying. And everybody was, and
Them
Cynthia
fake
was
tears.
like, Cynthia, so hilarious, Curtis. And Cynthia was like, you know, he was like on some in her confession. She was like, you know, I'm willing to put, I want everybody to move forward, and I want everybody to put the bullshit past us. It's always the motherfucker that's not affected by somebody being an asshole and malicious towards them to want motherfuckers to move on. It's always the motherfucker that's not affected that want everybody to stop being messy, quote unquote, and move forward and everybody come together and shit. Girl, fuck you.
Right.
Correct.
But I will say Cynthia had a point in that conversation with Portia, because she was like, if you got an issue with everybody in there and your friendships are fucked up, you need to look at yourself and ask yourself, what are you giving to these friendships?
Yeah, I gave her
that, but then the rest of it, I was like, Cynthia, girl, bye.
Yeah, I give her some potpourri on that. I give her that.
Right, like 1 or 2 petals. That's it, not too much.
Yeah, not too much. Yeah, I give her a petal on that. But
and that was shit. That was pretty much the whole episode, to be quite honest.
One other thing I want to say: can they please, for the love of all that is good in this world, give Sheree another damn wig in her confessionals, please?
Oh yeah.
God damn. Like, why y'all up here got her up here in this confession in this wig looking like Dollar Tree Storm? Like, what the fuck?
She definitely got an atomic blonde wig on.
To be honest, they could show Sheree from the waist down in the confessional, like Nanny from Muppet Babies.
Just show the ankles. Just show the ankles.
Just show the ass. That's all we need to see from Sheree.
Yeah. Correct. You can see that ass from the front, cause
yeah, and her this storyline with her boyfriend in jail, all of this is stupid.
It is. She really is too old to be putting commissary on niggas' books.
Mm-hmm. Sneaking outside to take phone calls and shit, collect calls from the jail. Are you well, ma'am?
Still the pen paddling on Mendices.
So, what's the next show? I'm trying to decide which one was spicier.
Let's go to Married to Medicine.
I was gonna say I think Married to Medicine because Black Ink Crew, that ending was a lot. Not the ending, that middle part.
Yeah.
What happened on?
So
Dr. Heavenly need her ass beat. I'm sorry.
Dr. Heavenly is one of those kind of women that thinks the world begins and ends with a man.
Mm-hmm.
And it is really weird to me for her to be that accomplished and still put all her faith in men.
And
Like,
in
girl,
having a man.
Just dick. I mean, if you got one, you could get another one, and another one, and another one after that, and two more, and then you could triple up. Like, It's just penis. Like, it is not that deep. Those comments about Quad and maybe she can't have kids, bitch.
Yeah, I was glad that Dr. Contessa checked her ass on that.
Checked the fuck out of her, told her to shut up.
And I'm like, I don't know if Dr. Contessa is the bitch that you want to be rumbling with, because didn't she serve in a branch of the military? You will for sure get your ass beat.
Dr. Contessa she really is with the shits. Like, Dr. Heavenly couldn't even believe she told her to shut the fuck up. She was like,
because Dr. Heavenly told her to shut up first, and then she couldn't believe that. She was like, no, you shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like,
and don't say that shit no more. Don't ever tell that to another woman. I was like, yes.
Because, like...
And I was on the fence with Dr. Contessa at first because I feel like that wig might be a bad choice for the shape of her head, but that's neither here nor there.
That wig do make her head look long as a Monday after a 3-day weekend.
Very stressful. You do.
Yeah, it do.
Make her hair a little longer than Black Church.
Yeah.
Baptist church.
Easter church.
Yes.
Oh, girl.
Pastor's anniversary church.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Revival. Woo.
But yeah, Dr. Heavenly is trash. And then I'm like, so you've been disrespecting this woman from start, purposefully saying her name wrong. Contessa. Like, you know good and damn well it's Contessa.
When the shade,
why you sitting here acting stupid?
When the shade was out of the two, she looked like a coon.
She is a coon. What you mean look like?
Dr. Heavenly looked like Crash Bandicoot with that underbite.
You know what Dr. Heavenly looked like to me a little bit? Remember, she looks like remember in Bebe's Kids? Why you already laughing?
His baby mama's friend.
No, if you combine the baby mama and the friend together, that's Dr. Heavenly.
I'm gonna tell you what kind of pissed me off about Dr. Heavenly, and because as a woman, women, first off, Dr. G is much older than Quad. Secondly, Quad been getting money, and we have discussed this before. It is well known that Dr. G pulled Quad out the strip club, so Quad is familiar with how to get $1, be it on reality TV, be it from her husband, doctor, or be it on somebody pole. She gonna get to $1. So it ain't like she needs his money. But I understand. Why would I want to have a baby with you when you already controlling? So if I got to depend on you to take care of me and this baby, you really gonna be a motherfucker.
Right. Why would I want to have a baby with you when you already demeaning me as your wife? Like,
yes. Oh, I take care of you. I take care of the kids. I do this. Nigga, fuck you.
Right.
I'm not having a motherfucking thing. Furthermore, it is very easy not to get pregnant when you in 2017, especially when you got the resources. Okay? It ain't nothing to get a prescription for some birth control, especially when your husband a doctor. So Dr. Heavenly talking about, well, maybe she can't have kids. Bitch, shut up. Like, that wasn't even your place to say, even if she couldn't.
Right.
But
Being
the
just
fact of the matter,
insensitive about the shit.
exactly.
And that's what blows me. Like a woman being insensitive about that to another woman is something that I don't understand
At
at
all.
all.
At all.
Right. When 2 episodes prior, before you went on a trip, your own daughter was like, "Mama, you wildin'."
Her daughter is fed the fuck up with her. I know her daughter be like, "Don't speak
I
to
know
me."
her family be glad when she be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know they be sick of her goddamn mouth. She don't know when to shut the fuck up.
Right.
All talk, and that makes it even worse. Like you all talk, you just all talk.
Exactly.
Dr. Contessa was about to make your ass all whooped.
She's about to dog walk that broad. That's what was
She
about to
was,
happen.
if Dr. Contessa didn't count to 10 and back, shit, Dr. Heavenly might have had a one-way express to heaven.
Shit, the hell.
Correct.
Keep on fucking around.
I'm pretty sick of them acting like Toya is like dog or some shit when a lot of their lives is falling apart because they always trying to keep shit hush. Like, maybe if you motherfuckers was opening y'all mouths, a lot y'all marriages wouldn't be falling apart and shit. Y'all been living in hush and keeping shit secret and trying to be classy for so long that y'all done got caught with y'all asses out here. Dr. Jackie so classy that her husband went and had a whole ass goddamn affair. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Dr. Simone. She always trying to be super classy and quiet. Her marriage falling apart. Right. Quad marriage falling apart. Like, maybe if y'all was more vocal, more honest, and stop trying to portray this perfect picture, like, you wouldn't be so embarrassed when shit does go wrong. Like, they are very fucking weird to me, and like, make no mistake about it, Toya gets on my nerves, but Toya is honest. Toya didn't hide her hand when they got in tax trouble. Toya ain't hide her hand when her and Dr. Eugene's sex life was getting a little blah. Like, Toya don't hide her hand about shit that go wrong in her life. So it's hard to embarrass somebody who don't hide shit.
You can't shame the shameless.
Yeah.
We didn't have nothing left. That's why her ass fell getting out that shuttle.
Yeah, and she ain't had no shame in that because she had all that ass to catch her.
Mm-hmm. I know that bitch back was hurting though. I know she had to take 2 a leave.
Oh God. Ooh, 3. You know you be fucked up when you take more than the recommended dosage and don't care about dying. You be like, fuck it, I'm gonna just take 3. I know this shit say don't take more than 2 in 24 hours, but fuck it.
Like, oh no, what is you doing?
I'm gonna take my chances.
Yeah, but aside from that, that whole thing, and this is what I was saying earlier on about Real Housewives, about trying to force people to get along and shit. That shit was like, how you surprise everybody on a trip with a bitch that nobody like.
That shit annoyed me.
Yeah.
Listen.
And it's like, just because y'all were able to get over it, because it was not too long ago when y'all was literally throwing hands.
Yeah,
yes. Wasn't they who mama jumped in? Didn't Toya mama jump in the fight and shit?
It was Toya mama when her and Mariah was fighting. Like, that's what that's what I was gonna say. Like, I agree with you, Candace. Toya is more honest than all the other girls.
Oh, but she's still annoying as fuck.
Right? Yeah,
she's still ditzy.
Like I was finna say I agree with you, and then I agree with Curtis. Like, she was trying to force it, and it was painful.
Oh yeah, I was about to get to that part about Mariah. First of all, Mariah made it painfully obvious in the reunion last season that she didn't want to have shit to do with none of them. She said Dr. Jackie was a fake friend, and Dr. Simone was always going against her, and she talked about Quad like a goddamn dog. She talked about Toya like a goddamn dog. She talked about Dr. Heavenly like a dog. That lady with the gay husband, she's not on this season, right?
No.
Aiden, whoever, she's not on this season. So she like made it obvious she just was not fucking with them, period. So for her to bring her ass, especially on a girls trip, like, girl, you did the fucking most with the least, and somebody should have thumped you on your goddamn forehead.
Right. She
Shit,
was
looked
dead.
like Quad was about to.
Yeah, because she was dead ass like, Quad, we're not about to do this. And Quad was like, are we not about to do this?
Quad was like, what
No,
we don't do? What don't we do?
Because
What
Quad,
games
she
we got?
hugged
What
Quad, and
game?
Quad was like, "Why are you doing that? Why, like,
And she
why are
kept
you
like
near me?"
following Quad around, and it was in their room. And
Yo, when Quad told her you could sit on the bed,
listen, and she was dead serious too.
the face that she made.
And
Quad
I
was
like,
dead
and
serious.
she had every right because she is the one that spilled all of Quad's tea on her past. Called her all type of gutter rats, and you ain't shit, and you know, all this other shit. So that's I wouldn't have shit to say to the bitch either.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, first and foremost, I'm not gonna have nothing to say to a bitch who ain't got her eyes done like Tiny.
Well,
That's
Yeah.
first and foremost.
yeah. Well,
Second of all, you're not gonna force me to talk to you. You're not gonna force me to forgive you just because you happen to invade on our girls' trip, and now we stuck with your bitch ass. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Like I said earlier, grown folk who don't fuck with each other know how to navigate a room with another motherfucker that they don't fuck with, and it not be an issue. It's everybody else that makes it an issue.
I honestly would have said no to the trip. But see, that bitch was
You
trying to get
should've.
on the show and get a check, and she
Yep.
ain't low. That bitch wanted a check. And bitch, you could have waited to the next episode to get that check. But I would not have imposed on the trip with a bunch of women that I just told
Fuck
and
you.
leave me the fuck alone.
And how you know she was there for a check? Because that bitch got there early. She was sitting in that room with nothing to do, waiting
That
for
bitch
them
was
to
just
get
sitting
there.
there. That bitch was just sitting there like sounding like a Dave Chappelle skit.
I guess I'll just drink a little champagne. Like, bitch, you ain't got no games on your phone or nothing.
right. You
Yeah.
can't play Angry Birds.
That bitch was calling the concierge like, y'all got games up here.
I was like, oh, when I saw that, I said, oh, she's here for the money. She's here for the check.
Right.
Yeah.
And you could tell it was so fake and forced that she don't fuck with these motherfuckers.
And that they don't fuck with her. Because even Dr. Jackie was like, I'm not comfortable saying that. Like, me and this bitch got issues.
Cause the first thing out her mouth when they was talking to Dr. Contessa, cause she wanted to leave, she like, girl, you don't never know when the devil gonna show up. She don't even want to fucking be there. She don't like them bitches, and they don't like her. Like, Toya always orchestrates some shit, and that's why when Dr. Heavenly called her messy, I wasn't necessarily mad. It was just some Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man meme shit. Like, y'all both messy. Like, you was definitely messy than a motherfucker, Toya.
And then when Toya started throwing a temper tantrum because everybody wasn't falling over Mariah being there, but it was like, but Dr. Contessa and Dr. Heavenly had some serious shit. Like, they was about to throw blows. And Toya threw a temper tantrum like, oh, well, if everybody just gonna act like everything is okay. And it's like, you so fucking dense that you can't come in this room and read the body language and the atmosphere and see
Mariah was the one that told her, like, she mocked her and was like, mocked her what she did. And then Mariah told her, like, you really expect everybody it's gonna be a smooth transition like me and you, and everybody obviously has issues and shit. Like, Mariah was like, girl, what?
Like, what are you even doing? Throwing a whole temper tantrum.
Whole ass
got everybody in there looking crazy and shit. And I was just like, I did like the convo between Quad and Dr. Jackie though, because like Candace was saying, they the main ones that bottle everything up. So to see at least a little bit of something leak and see them have a real conversation and Quad be honest about things that's going on.
I'm rooting for Quad.
I'm rooting for Quad too. I get it though. I get not wanting to share your tea with no Toya because.
Oh yeah, I definitely wouldn't have told Toya none of my personal business. I wouldn't have told her a motherfucking thing.
Nope.
Okay.
Gonna ask me how often we fucking. Let me tell you whose business that is, not yours.
Exactly.
Nah.
When Toya was like, I mean, I don't want to be opening it up to nobody, and they're not gonna do the same with me. I was like, well, shut it down then. Wrap it up.
Right.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
That
I
was
was about to say that that Greg is ugly. I just wanted to make a mention of that.
All the husbands are ugly except for
Dr. Simone husband. Hey, that Dr. Simone husband, he a handsome older man. I ain't gonna tell you no lies. I ain't
he
gonna
a cat daddy for real.
He is for real. If we gonna talk about it.
Yeah, he the only handsome husband. All the rest of them.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't tell with Dr. Contessa's husband. I don't think he ugly.
Was that the one that hit like Donnell Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't call him ugly either. I wouldn't call him ugly.
He definitely walked in there like he was about to start singing "Come and Be My Baby Tonight."
Right. Accurate.
But the rest of them, and then what's Quad husband name?
Greg, Dr. G.
Greg. I need Greg. I don't know what Greg need because them britches be falling off them hips, and I'm like, sir, what is going on? I don't even know how to fix that. Like, he just.
That's why Quad don't want to have babies because Dr. G got the baby bearing hips.
Okay.
Call that nigga thick madame.
Listen. Other than that, the husbands didn't give shit.
No. I think that's all I got for Married.
That was all I had for Married to Medicine.
Damn.
They could have missed me with all that swamp shit though, for real.
I know. That was filler. That's like and like you watching a cartoon and shit. And it's some filler
that was Mariah's on her way, so we got to get them out. So she can get there.
Right.
I know scheduling when I see it, bitch.
Right. Booked. So I think we can wrap it up with Blackpink. So
First of all that hollering, I had to turn my TV down. I was like, God damn.
Like you
before we get there, let me say something. Melanie is proof positive why I never will let a white man even think about sniffing my vagina. That white man be talking to her like she is lower than shit.
Oh, what's his name? Laszlo, Lassie, whatever his name is.
Lazarus.
Little dick ass motherfucker.
He got to have a little dick because the way he was. I mean, I get it. $30,000 is a lot, but first of all, I'm at work.
First of all, I wouldn't. If your bitch owed $30,000 to the IRS, coming to embarrass her at work is not the smartest thing you.
Not the smartest thing.
Right. Goddamn. Shit. Toya and goddamn. Her husband. Shit. They owe the IRS, and her husband don't be talking to her like that.
Listen, that's because he ain't got no energy. That's because his ass driving 8 hours.
Well, they owed the IRS in 6 figures, but he also a 6-figure nigga. So
that is true.
That's true.
And
but like I said,
probably secured 6-figure income from being on that show. So it probably wasn't hard to get that shit paid down, to be truthfully honest. Melanie, on the other hand,
that is good.
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you fuck your taxes up so bad that you didn't know you owed $30,000.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you've been doing as a tattoo artist that you owe $30,000 to the IRS.
Like,
she's like, I've been paying my taxes. I'm like, to who?
No, to who, bitch?
To whom? Whomst?
Like, this bitch doing her taxes on a goddamn Etch-a-Sketch because ain't nowhere in hell you put your information in TurboTax and you owe $30,000. That's not how that works.
It's not how any of this works.
But yeah, he was definitely trash for that shit. C's trash. I'm trying to figure out how you got all these businesses and you not making sure your shit is renovated. Like, that was real confusing to me. Like, I get it, you got a manager there, But you also see how these motherfuckers are. But then again, he's like that too. So
I think but I think this go back to what Ryan said on Twitter about how when they recording, how they don't actually got control of them goddamn shops and
yeah,
shit.
that might be right. True.
Because you know good and well if C's had to pay for that shop renovation, it wouldn't have been no shop renovation. I think VH1 and Big Fish Entertainment paid for the renovation, and so they probably spent it like that. But Melanie always fucking complaining. These grand ideas, bitch, and you complaining. Like,
Right.
just shut the fuck up and manage the shop. Like, are you okay?
No, the fuck she not.
No, she's not. And then you hire this. I don't. Is that nigga even legal? Like,
You hired a nigga named the Vagina Slayer. Okay. Now, I am pretty fucking sure that that's his Instagram name. I am pretty fucking sure he's
or
not going by his government name on Instagram.
at the very least, it's hashtag Vagina Slayer on every picture.
At the very least. At the
But
very fucking least.
you didn't know.
And two, really confused about her being offended by his nickname. Like it like Mel reminds me of some of the feminists on Twitter. Like they pick the weirdest heels to die on. That is not a hill to die on, especially when it wasn't especially when you not being disrespected, especially the industry, the environment y'all work in. Like no office setting. Cut the shit.
Right. I mean, I get it because she's like, I just renovated this place and I'm trying to be professional and classy, but you can't pick and choose when you're gonna enforce it because C's just came in there being a whole nigga, and you got whatever the Walt in there being a whole nigga. So it's just kind of like
y'all still having goddamn parties in the tattoo shop. Like, miss me, bitch. Y'all having a
that
party
makes no sense to me.
Y'all having a party for having renovations done.
Right. Y'all spent money on renovations and then you gonna spend more money on a party to celebrate the renovations.
Like,
where they do that at?
The fuck alone.
Where they do that at?
Like she was being mad dramatic and mad extra. And you was breaking your neck to get C's up there. As soon as that nigga walked in, he undermined your authority. Be careful what you ask for, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I thought it was weird as hell that Teddy took C's to get tested. I also thought it was weird and typical nigga that C's didn't know anything about sexual health until the doctor told him. I was like, yo.
He was like, well, I can't get my dick sucked. And the doctor was like, you can get your penis sucked as much as you want to, as long as you wear a condom. Man, I ain't never heard that. I was like, okay.
I was like, C's is a typical Twitter nigga, because that's some shit a Twitter nigga would say.
Because only a nigga want to use his dick to his full advantage, but not know shit about sexual health.
Yeah, but it still was weird. I still feel like Teddy is being like really...
He being creepy
and jealous this season so far, especially because even the skankiest looking tattoo artists have to have a clean bill of health to tattoo. So it's like you being extra. Like I'm not even being funny. Like C's opened up a shop in Atlanta. He opened up a shop in Orlando, and in order for him to be able to tattoo in both shops, he had to be tested in them states. So, for hepatitis, HIV, all that kind of shit. So it's just like you doing a lot, Teddy. Like also
the nigga ain't dying.
Also, so the criminal justice system is trash. Let's just say that.
Mm-hmm.
But Teddy needed to get the fuck off my TV, acting like his brother was just hanging out with a couple friends, chewing bubble gum, and the police
Right. It was just a couple of grams. He acting like it was just a couple of grams. Like, sir, that's a murder. Like, no. If you are accused of murder, they not just gonna let your ass be walking free if they can help it. Like, that's not how that works.
Like, almost 4 years is really fucking excessive to get a bond hearing. And
absolutely, I won't argue that at all.
I heard about, we saw the Khalif Browder story about how they did him, because they did the same thing to him. He couldn't even get a bond hearing. They kept pushing it back. But to talking about, they said, if 2 or more people was in a group, they could call it a gang. Now, sir, that's not what happened. I'd rather you not even discuss the shit on TV than you get on TV and lie about it.
Exactly.
You and your brother and his friends was not dressed like Mr. Rogers, sitting on the stoop in New York, reading a book, and the police just picked them all up, and they penny loafers and shit. Like, just don't discuss it. Dead ass. Like, don't discuss it if you gonna lie about it. Just shut up. Nigga doing the absolute most. You know what it is? Teddy want to have a storyline.
Yep.
That's what this is.
And between his brother and his quote unquote concern for C's, he's like, I'm a squeeze a storyline some kind of way. Yeah. Just like I'm gonna squeeze into this shirt, I'm gonna squeeze a storyline. Because some of them clothes was a little bit on the small side. And as a team, as a member of Team Chunk, I'm all for, we got to dress for our size. Can't be out here giving buttons the business, stressing buttons out and shit.
Listen, dress the body you have, not the body you want.
Hey, yep. Teddy was out here squeezing into that shit like the Temecula nigga squeezing to his tank tops.
Mm.
Too far? Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm a hold Sky to the last minute, because we got a lot of tea on Sky and Duchess and the shit with Sky's son. But okay, listen, what kind of missing chromosome ass family did Donna ex-husband come from? With a brother named Maxwell and a sister named Maxie. You motherfuckers are degenerates. Like, y'all must be sibling cousins.
Muzzins. like when we was on single simulcast, Rashani said muzzin. That's what they got in this muzzin, my cousin.
Yeah, that is fucking weird.
Yeah, that whole thing. So somebody said something interesting on Twitter, and I hadn't watched the episode yet today, so I was watching it before we started recording. And so when Donna and Maxie started arguing, and first of all, you could tell by by Maxie's demeanor that she was lying.
Like a motherfucker.
Like, she was lying. As soon as she stepped into place, she was there to lie.
Right.
Yeah.
And when Donna was like, he don't be whooping my ass. First of all, you took way too long to say no.
Right.
You had that weird look on your face that I'm lying look, but I hope nobody clocked my tea. And then, but what the person on Twitter said was, you noticed that after that, Maxie said, but you was fucking him after.
Yeah. I
heard that, and I was like, after what, ma'am? I thought he didn't put his hands on her. So what was she fucking him after?
And then she was like, what do you expect me to say? That's my brother. Okay, ma'am, we got all the answers we need.
Yeah, we got everything we need there.
First of all, ma'am, I got a real problem with you wearing a Spanx girdle and a cut-off sweatshirt and a bra. That's my first problem with you, bitch.
She was definitely in there dressed like a Mortal Kombat character. Like, bitch, what are you wearing?
Bitch, I know a Spanx when I see one.
She was out there dressed like Katana.
And you wearing underwear as outerwear, and you is out of fucking control. Bitch. Bitch, I caught you.
Candace, you are doing amazing, sweetie.
Bitch, you busted like a can of biscuits. That's what you look like, and that I caught you. Fucking hussy, you skank. And secondly, when Donna pulled that mace out her panties,
she had me on the floor. She's like, "This what I do, bitch." And whoever Maxie's friend was that was talking all that shit, that's what happens when you talk shit.
That
came up there to defend a nigga that y'all know been putting his hands on her, and that's why you call it a mouth full of mace.
First of all, Maxwell has been caught on fucking camera threatening Donna from jail.
They showed it like 3 times and during the episode.
So
that shit is on camera. It's on tape.
So you not finna sit up here and act like this woman telling no bold face ass lie.
And what she got to lie about? Her mouth already looked like a bad game of Tetris. Like, what does she have to lie about?
That was amazing.
Why y'all get quiet? What the hell?
Nah, she do look like she waiting for the L looking Tetris piece to come down.
Absolutely, because that gap in that is such an anyway. And you want to know what is very, very fucking hilarious? Donna is very young. Like, I'm talking about, Donna is from Cleveland. Donna is like class of like 2013 or some shit like that.
Ooh,
that's a baby.
Oh no, baby! Wait, class of 2000. Whoa.
That's a literal child.
Oh.
Still.
Oh no.
But no, didn't they say that she like 23?
Yes, she is very young.
Yeah.
And look,
very young. Black Duke Rat. Anyway.
Yikes.
When it's dry.
She look like she on meth life. Oh dear.
But I appreciated her being about that life because she pulled that mace out and pulled them hands out and them feet.
Yes.
Oh, she already knew what it was. She already knew that vitamin water Respucia was there for some bullshit.
And you know what else I appreciated? That she didn't fuck up the new shop on the inside.
Nope.
She brought her outside.
She said, "Let's step outside to the back where shit's still raggedy."
Mm-hmm.
Right. They're bringing the shit out to the back where Dutch's name still on there.
Yep. Yeah, that was.
No, they had spray painted over.
They had painted over it by then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Which was some stupid and petty, but whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, let's not act like Duchess ain't helped that shop become what it was, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, Duchess is a full blown mess, but
yeah.
Let's not get repeating this history.
Yeah, let's not start acting like white people about the history of Black Ink.
Let's not act like this is Black Ink Chicago and everybody got delusions of grandeur of what they did to help the shop get to where it was.
Because on the highest of keys, Duchess actually did put money into Black Ink.
Exactly.
So.
Right. So let's not act like.
So that's a good segue. So Duchess was on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Okay. Oh shit.
Hold on. I watched a good portion of it. I didn't watch all of it. I stomached as much of Charlamagne as I could.
Okay, because I don't care who is on there. I don't watch their interviews. I don't fuck with the Breakfast Club like that. So
yeah. So I did get the meat and potatoes of the situation, and so Duchess was on the Breakfast Club, and on the season premiere last week, C's pretty much said that Duchess is trying to sue him for half of his shops, and that Duchess is making diss songs about him, and she's harassing them, and she was fired, and all this other shit, and she is just mad because she can't film with them, and yada yada yada. And as a retaliation, that's why she did the shit with having Sky's son get interviewed in her shop and all this other shit. And so Duchess was on the Breakfast Club, and so pretty much she said that Sky's baby father reached out to her and asked her could they do the interview in her shop, and she said yeah. Two, she was not fired from Black Ink. She brought the paperwork with her, and Big Fish Entertainment, who is the management company that owns the rights to the Black Ink franchise, offered her a spinoff deal to do Pretty in Ink, and she turned it down. She said she was tired of doing reality TV. She was tired of having her life dictated, which pretty much matches up with things we've heard from Ryan from Black Ink Chicago and
Mhm.
and Bridget Kelly from Love and Hip Hop. And she was saying that the producers from VH1 and Big Fish told her that she needed to set a wedding date for her and C so that they could start working on the wedding special, because they had been engaged long enough, and she said that they was not ready to get married. They had a lot of issues to work out, and they told her that she either needed to set a date or that they needed to break up. And uh, when she didn't do either or, they just kind of started doing and putting a lot of obstacles in their way, and they ended up breaking up. She says that she never sued C's for half of anything. She sued C's for the money that she gave him to for the shop when he didn't have it, like for like shit like when he had $1,000 light bills and the lights was getting cut off and shit like that. And so that's what she said. She sued him back for the money that he was supposed to pay her back when he was having financial issues. Because remember, C's had been arrested a few times for child support, and Duchess bailed him out. And he had child support issues, so when he was getting money, he had to pay his child support and shit like that. So that's what she said. She said, anybody with common sense knows that you can't get half of some shit if you was never married to the person for more than 10 years or whatever. And New York is not a common law state, uh, so uh so that's that. And then she yeah, and so then she took jabs at the whole cast and pretty much was like and they don't know shit about marriage because they never been married, and none of their parents never been married,
Oh.
and they all come from single parent households. A lot of them with drug addicted parents and a lot of them wasn't even raised by their parents but their grandparents and shit like that.
You
So
got
she really,
spicy on the mic.
yeah, she really went for the throat on that one. And then she was saying, as far as the Sky shit, she was saying that Sky got what her hand called for and she regrets nothing.
Oh.
She said Sky stuck her nose in she and C's business one too many times while also claiming to be her friend. And so fuck her is pretty much how she summed it up. And she also said that Sky is a huge liar. And she, over the years, she has continuously lied about the nature of those goddamn kids, and that is true. She was saying how for the longest time she had the cast, not just the people on TV, not just us, but the cast before the show was even on TV, before the shop was on TV, believing that she had twins. They found out that those boys wasn't twins at the same time we did, when the one baby father showed up at the shop and shit. That's when they found out that the boys wasn't twins.
The
Um,
fuck?
yep. That's when they all found out.
So
And
what you're saying is, Candy, is basically Duchess called Scott a scammer.
not necessarily a scammer, just a fucking liar. She didn't necessarily gain anything by lying. She was trying to save face.
Okay.
Uh so yeah, so she was saying how Sky was telling them how you know, when she gave the boys up for adoption at birth. That was a lie.
Yeah, we heard that.
Yeah.
Sky was in jail. Well, Sky and her mom say she was in jail when her mom gave the boys up for adoption. That too was a lie.
Damn.
When Sky when the boys was 4 and 5 when they were given up for adoption. That would have made Sky 18, if I'm not mistaken, because she had the one when she was 14 or some shit like that. So she was 18. So legally, she would have still had to sign the adoption papers. On TV, she asked her mom, "Was the adoption legal?" Bitch, you know. You
Right.
know. So that's what Duchess said. She said she gave them up when they was 4 and 5, talking about they went to a good family. And the son that they interviewed in her shop, he had just got out of juvie at age 19. He had been in juvie on and off all his life. She was like, Sky used to tell us how the kids would be traveling around the world and they had passports and they was getting good educations. And she was like, they asked the son, like, has he ever been to Dubai? And the son was like, I thought Dubai was a type of motorcycle. Said he don't even have a passport. Said that, you know, Sky only pretty much reached out to those kids for a storyline because VH1 Big Fish told her to. So the whole shit about she wanted to reach out to the kids now that they 18. Well, the oldest son is 19, so if she really wanted to reach out, she could have been reached out off camera. You know, she waited till the cameras was involved to reach out. So yeah, Duchess just said she was full of shit, and she said Sky ain't gonna do shit but run her mouth like she been doing, and that's gonna be the end of that. And apparently, Duchess is getting money because on top of owning Pretty in Ink, she also owns a funeral home in North Carolina, and she
That's random.
owns very random, but you know, but funerals are big money in the South, I guess.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, so she owns a funeral home, and she just finished college. She just finished her degree because I guess she dropped out or whatever and started tattooing. So she finished that, and she owns a store in one of the malls down there, and she has no desire to be on Black Ink. So
Sis secured multiple bags.
yeah, she didn't come to play. So she
And you know
trashed,
what?
but she came with receipts. So Caesar and them is being trashed this time.
Yeah, she crashed, but not in the ways that we originally thought. And you know what? And then for the preview for next week, they are going they on Sky's meeting with one of the sons, and it's probably the oldest one from the ration because the son is like not fucking with her like at all.
Oh yeah, he going full Hulk.
Right.
And then she go, "That's my baby, don't touch my baby." But I mean, in all reality, it looked like they were saving you because it looked like he was about to touch you.
I know, right? So
because that nigga was blasting the fuck off. He was not here for whatever it is she was trying to say.
Yeah, I feel like she lying about a whole lot of shit. Because if you lied about key parts, then like, what else are you lying about?
Right, that make you question everything.
Like dead ass, you lied about when you had them
being twins. Like,
you lied about when you gave them up for adoption. You lied, like, you just lied about so much that like you just not really credible. And so it does seem like you just trying to have a storyline on TV.
Yep.
Right. So
because remember, she said her body was fucked up because she had kids so young, and and that's when we found out she gave the kids up for adoption, and that's why my body trash. And yeah, ain't the only thing trash, bitch. That's for sure.
Nope. You trash right along with your body, I guess.
Had all that plastic surgery, and she still look trash from the neck down to me. Sky has a pretty face, but from the neck down, she still don't look that great to me. Like, like I guess the plastic surgery settled in. Like, she just looks all right still.
Yeah, not bad, but just all right.
Right. She definitely ain't on no Lala status or nothing like that. So
Now that
No.
that is immaculate work. I'm like, she need to slide the details on over so we can all get a come up. Cause
I'm ready.
Yeah. Lala ain't come to play
at all.
Listen, I will take out mortgage type financing for that Lala work.
Okay. Be like, what do I need? I will work in the shop. Like, what do you want me to do with these saline titties?
What you want me to clean up nipples? I got you.
I got you. Shit. I can do it. You need me to suck this back fat? I will hold the canister. Whatever it takes.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much.
That's really it, because Black Ink was a fucking mess. Shit.
That's a mess and a half. Well, I think that's it. Me and Candace got to get out of here.
Yes.
Yes, booked niggas. Niggas be booked.
Hey, niggas be booked.
I'm like Masika, booked and busy.
Don't do that to yourself. That's such a disservice. I don't even know why you would do that to yourself. I want you to want better for yourself. You are not doing okay. You are not doing amazing, sweetie. No.
Curtis quick like no, sis, no.
No. We definitely aim higher than Masika on these shows.
He was like, friend.
You need to love yourself. You'll never compare yourself to nothing Masika got going on. God damn.
Yeah, you gotta be like Masika. You gotta be booked and busy. That means you ain't really doing shit, but you just gonna act like it.
Okay.
Exactly. But Curtis, thank you so much, for your monthly.
Yeah, it was fun. These shows was a hot mess this week. Can't wait to do it again in the year of our Lord 2018.
Yeah. Oh, and by that time we'll have Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Love and Hip Hop Miami. I might come back when that premiere. Matter of fact, I think we said that I'm gonna come back when that premieres, because now that's gonna be spicy.
I certainly hope so. I hope so. Because Mona, girl.
Well, I'm thinking about the people, because I feel like Trina gonna go the Keisha Cole route.
Yeah,
I just don't see Trina getting like real down and dirty and messy and fighting and all that. I just don't see it. Now, Trick Daddy, on the other hand, ain't no telling what we gonna get from that nigga.
That's who I'm thinking we gonna get the theater from. Trick Daddy. And Trina's gay cousin, that's the rapper. Is that? I think that's the thing. The guy, he's gay. He raps too. I think he gonna give us drama.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
And all of the no-name people, because I don't know who them people are.
I know, right? Well, this has been episode.
Yeah, I'll be back, y'all.
Correct. Yes. This has been episode 21 of the Ratchet Ramblings podcast. Like I said, love us, fuck with us, share the links with your friends and all that good stuff. Leave us reviews and shit. And we out here. And Curtis, Candace, you got anything before I let Curtis take us out with the benediction?
I don't. I will see you guys next week before the holidays. Be sure to check out Curtis' podcast, The Gay Side Stories. And we will see you next week.
All right, and Curtis, take us out with the Lost Commandment.
Oh, what's this week's Lost Commandment? Let me think. This week's Lost Commandment is, thou shalt not have a big mouth if thou cannot back it up. And I'm talking about you, Dr. Heavenly. Your face already look like mushed toast. And you talk all that fucking noise.
And on that note, bye, y'all.